Okay, well, I guess these are just pensive jungle thoughts right now. Just about like what I'm up to, because I know there's a few people like, oh, what's she doing, you know, nosy neighbour, which is why I don't share until things are done and dusted. But Jamaica called me here. Like the vibration where I'm from, where I was born, I can't hack it anymore. I'm not able to. My body, my spiritual self, my soul, my DNA, my cells cannot cope with it. People might think I'm being dramatic as a wild woman, whatever. The main thing is I know, and I've seen it factually, is when I first came into October for the first time in my life in October 2022, when I left and I came back to the UK, I fell into like a 2-week depression. Now, I don't really like to use that word because I'm not diagnosed with depression, so maybe I'll rephrase it and say I fell into a very low vibration. There was stuff connected to the twin flame thing, which, you know, if you don't know, then there's other videos on it, but energetically, like, I was just being pulled in all directions. And having left Jamaica, the frequency that I was on, the vibration I was on in October, to then come back to the UK, to London, and I'm not saying that it's a shit place or anything like that. No, there's no judgment on London. It's me, where I'm healthiest, where I'm my best. And I realised in those 2 weeks it wasn't there. Like, I was not very good. Hardly touched food for 2 weeks. I was in the womb and cave, which I guess is all transformative. Like, it's meant to be like that. I was meant to be pushed to the lowest of the low so that I could then rebirth and then catch up with the work that I caught out here, some small pieces of work. And then there and then, I think it was at the latter end of those 2 weeks, I booked to come in January for something. And I did book my flight for the 21st of March in October 2022. I didn't tell anybody because I know certain things. So it was really good that I kept that to myself, because the manifestation and things that I've been working towards for the past 3 years slowly started to appear and come into fruition. I just saw 3 on the clock. I am in alignment with my true soul purpose, and I don't really care about what people think or any judgments, other than knowing to follow where we are called. And so when I did book that, I went back in January, and as I said before, none of this is holidaying. Yeah, I needed a break. I hadn't travelled for 2 years up until June 2022, so it was me connecting to my nomadic wild woman who loves to travel. I've been travelling all my life, and I'm very grateful I guess my soul called me to do it, save up all year, because I wasn't on great money, save up all year and take a really long 3-4 week break in the motherland mostly. So I've got big connections to Africa in my heart, and just remembering some of the souls that I met there. But yeah, back to this point is in January I was just figuring some things out, and that was sort of, you know, soulmate stuff. And coming back in March for what the intention is, it was all set, it was all done and dusted, it was all meant to be, it was all done like last year, outside of anyone's energy that was trying to play with my stuff or push me off my path. I don't think so. So, Fred. Sorry, my rustified Fred sometimes comes through. So it's usually when there's reggae around, but yeah, he comes through to tell people to not mess with me. But anyway, so yeah, I guess this is just about vibration, is if you know you're in a place that, and I don't necessarily mean about people around you, I meant the location geographically. Like, a lot of us kind of people, sensitives, are being called to special portals and healing lands around the world. You know, a lot have been to Bali and Thailand. It's just that was not my calling. My calling is Africa and the Caribbean, and I trust if there's other things to visit. I mean, Colombia is very high on my heart, but yeah, wherever we get called, we go, even if it's down the road. I'd be happy there, but unfortunately, but that just wasn't the case with me. 505 alignment change. So I just want to say that if you feel that you're not well, like I did suffer from physical symptoms when I came back in October. I wasn't well, and as someone who didn't know they were sensitive back in the day, and all the energy that I do absorb as a sponge, but now have protection and know how to protect myself spiritually, it's really important that we go to places for maybe extended periods of times, and that's why woofing and lots of conscious people around the world have been doing it for years. You know, I'm not the first one to talk about these kind of immersive breaks, but this is part of my mission. So yeah, props to Jamaica. It is unreal, the energy here, and I'm very, very grateful to be on such precious land. Obviously Arawak land, like there's other things that are coming through to me at the minute, and I'm trying to decipher stuff, but sorry, I just had my drum in my hand. I've got itchy nose, don't know what that means, but this is the healing of the nations. This is all of us doing our work consciously. Mine just happens to be here right now, so thanks Jamaica.